The only thing scarier than this movie is all the money we're losing when people visit PleaseStopShopping.com and take advantage of our Black Friday deals. 15% off any order above $10. Don't mind if I do, buckaroo. And we're releasing these new Pondering Spooky Tape sticker sheets along with the Clue House shirts and hoodies for a limited time. All you gotta do is use PST Black 22 at checkout to get 15% off any order of $10 or more at PleaseStopShopping.com. That's PST Black 22 at checkout to get 15% off any order of $10 or more at PleaseStopShopping.com. I'm fucking losing breath.
In the deepest and darkest of woods, where not even the light of the moon can penetrate, two vile creatures indulge in dark delights and have conquered their comrades into capitulation. Now they wander these lands watching scary cinema, and there's a good chance you're next. Mandalore and David invite you to ponder some spooky tapes. Welcome back to Pondering Spooky Tapes.
Whoa.
That was on a
Hello,
dime.
everybody. Welcome to Pondering Spooky Tapes. Today we're talking about Halloween 3, Season of the Witch.
Wow.
Witchcraft meets the computer age from 1982. We're joined by Brendaniel
Aye.
and Mandy Mandalore.
Howdy. Brendan had never seen a Halloween movie.
Brendan is...
I fucking hated this movie. I'm gonna just say it. I hated it.
Really? Was it the
I
bugs?
did not expect
It was a lot. It was honestly
Was it the dad
bugs.
sex scene? What?
It was the bugs.
I didn't think we would.
This
I'm
is
so surprised. This is
didn't
not
seem
what
miserable.
I thought you'd say.
No, I'm not gonna act miserable while we're having fun watching a movie. I saved that for discussion. No, I was pleased as a peach just hanging out with my friends, Mandalore and Surmya Music David, and then I watched that fucking movie and I wanted to hit myself in the head repeatedly with a ball peen hammer.
You hate this movie?
I despised this movie. I loathed this movie. If this movie was in front of me in the Walmart parking lot, I would throw this movie in front of the Walmart truck.
Oh my god. Okay, we have...
I feel like there's so much to unpack. I did not.
I feel like we should make
I've
this...
never heard of anybody hate this movie this much.
What? I've heard people who aren't as on board with it compared to Michael Myers, but I feel like we should interrogate Brendan, just ask him about little things like, how do you feel
Poking
about
and
Tom
prodding.
Atkins and find...
He's a fucking charisma vacuum.
What? Oh!
He was...
Okay. Hold on. Okay. I'm pausing this. Let's go into like who made this movie and what the fuck context, everything. So, director,
yeah, give us your wiki. Come on, Wiki David, let's go.
Okay, Wiki David. Tommy Lee Wallace, directorial debut, hasn't made anything since. Actually, that's not true. He made this and he made the It TV series.
That's why I fucking hate this movie. I knew there was clown vibes.
Dude, you hate it. Oh, of course you hate it. You hate clowns.
I hate clowns.
duh.
I have a
Clown
debilitating
vibes.
fear of real normal clowns.
Main character, Dr. Whatever, Tom fucking Atkins, a fucking genre legend that apparently he hates. He was in The Fog, Creep Show, Night of the Creeps, just a bunch of fucking bangers.
To be fair,
I loved him in Creepshow.
yeah, this
Yeah.
is not his most charismatic performance.
It's not. It's definitely not.
He's mainly just being a dad and divorced.
Is he being a dad? He's like the least dad person ever.
But he looks like a dad.
He
looks
definitely
like his love
a
interest's
dad.
dad.
Halloween was originally supposed to be an anthology series, but Michael Myers was too recognizable, too big a character. So John Carpenter was forced to make Halloween 2 despite fucking hating it. They made it and then they went back to the anthology series, which is why this movie has nothing to do with any of the other Halloween movies. This movie was a massive critical bomb.
There was a horrible backlash. It was crushing for me because it was perceived as a flop.
And people went, where the fuck is Michael Myers?
And then they brought him back for
He's on the TV.
12, 14 sequels. So many fucking movies. What is it about Tom Atkins that you hate? You fucking psycho.
I just didn't care. Everything he said, everything he did, I was just like, that's just a guy. He looks like a GameStop district manager. And
that was the point.
That was the point. But I did not like the guy that he was. I was like, I hate this dude. Like, and I didn't even like begrudgingly like, all right, well, he's a doctor and he slaps asses, but also like, he's a dad who cares about his kids.
He does not
but he doesn't care about his kids.
He does not care about his fucking kids.
He's trying to help this woman solve her
but
father's
he did call
death.
home.
He did
call home and say,
home.
get the kids away from the TV. And she said, shut the fuck up. You're drunk again.
Yeah, shut the fuck up. You're drunk again. You're just jealous they love me more than they love you.
What?
He oozed and radiated. I feel like he reminds me of literally my old district manager at GameStop when I worked there. Is like everything about him oozed that, and he even wore the same shirt. So I think it's more of like a psychological thing than like a critical thing for me. But I didn't like him. I did not like him one single bit.
Okay.
I hated it.
Okay. Okay, let's prod this man's brain, because personally, I fucking love this movie. I think it's fucking funny as shit. It's so weird. It makes no sense. Nothing makes sense.
The thing is, I get what Brendan means when he's like, he's a charisma vacuum, but it might be that it's really funny that he's how he is.
I think that's the thing.
And the charm comes from that.
To me, the movie is super charming because it's like it's such a weird high concept thing of just like stealing Stonehenge and using it to make like Halloween masks that kill people because of Stonehenge witchcraft, and nothing is explained. And I think that's what's so funny about it, is that it takes itself so fucking seriously with a concept that's so fucking ridiculous.
And like the explanations they have, it's like things are explained, just not in detail because it doesn't fucking matter. You wouldn't believe how we moved the rock down here. It's like, how do you make robots? Look, there's a clockwork lady from Germany.
Or then there's like final processing. What's final processing? Don't ask me.
What final process?
Don't ask me.
It's like they don't care.
Yes.
That's kind of why
when they put the evil chip on the mask.
That's why I think that this movie is so funny, because everybody's so nonchalant and stupid and weird about everything.
I think a big part of me was having no expectations because of not watching much of Halloween beforehand. I really just had literally this is, Halloween was originally supposed to be an anthology series from my roommate. And then also it's called Halloween 3 Season of the Witch. So I was like, oh, I'm expecting kind of like witchy weird witchy shit, but then I also
like Blair Witch.
I mean, the
woods?
witchy stuff I think is meant to be like
the Stonehenge stuff. Yeah,
the Stonehenge.
No, it's like the Stonehenge kind of ancient Celtic stuff. Yeah, no, I get that.
Ancient real witchcraft.
Yeah, and I like the second that the main villain is like explained, and he's literally the villain from Total Recall. I was just like, I'll be home in time for cornflakes.
Actually, I'm not sure. Actually, wait, give me a sec, because the main villain is played by Dan Orley. Ah, dude, my fucking French accent. I'm sorry.
The Irish will never forgive you.
O'Herlihy.
O'Herlihy?
Close enough.
Fuck. Either way, very famous actor. I'm not sure actually if he won one or if he just got a nomination for an Oscar, but he's like very well known, and he plays in RoboCop. He plays a character just called the Old Man in RoboCop. I think he's like the one of the, not Cyberdyne. What's is Hyperdyne the RoboCop company? I can't remember off the top of my head. I'm like really forgetting.
Cyberdyne
right now.
is fucking Terminator.
He's just like one of the important people at the company in RoboCop.
I think he might have just been like.
I think he
was just like an old guy.
I think he is literally the head of the company, but they just called him
I don't
Old
think he
Man.
has a name.
Because in the credits, it just says Old Man. So I'm guessing that's his name.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I can't believe it. So he's walking down. I was like, oh, yeah. This reminds me like a Verhoeven movie. He's like, it's like he belongs on the board in RoboCop.
He is.
I'm just now realizing he was on the board in RoboCop.
He is the board of RoboCop. I feel like there's so much to poke and prod about why you hate this movie. Let's start with the premise. What do you hate the premise?
Oh my fucking god!
Wait. Let's.
How do you feel about a Halloween mask?
Let's break through. Okay, first off, what do you think about killing kids with masks?
Literally goosebumps.
Goosebumps?
Ooh, it spooked you. It spooked you.
No, I think he means literally like.
I mean, the books by R.L. Stine.
Oh,
literally the mask of stories from Goosebumps, except a little bit more evil.
It would be a little bit. I feel like it's a little bit more than that. You know, it's a little bit more than Goosebumps.
The fucking gall of them to have a magic sobriety chip on the back of these masks that it doesn't even like, you don't even know what the fuck they do. They fire lasers, but the lasers turn people into bugs
witchcraft.
or fill people with bugs.
It's
like
witchcraft.
It kills you and makes bugs and little critters and varmints come out of you. You get
it's the varmint.
And
not a single rat.
Yeah,
and not a single rat.
No, it's cold-blooded only.
The bugs are in the laser, Brendan.
The bugs are in the laser. And I mean, shut up, dude. Just shut up.
Also,
besides, Ireland has a saint that protects against rats.
What is the main guy's name again?
Tom Atkins.
The actor's name?
Tom Atkins.
Tom Atkins?
Yeah.
I can't even remember. He left such little impression on me. Tom Atkins.
We've also called him Tom Atkins.
Tom Atkins, just kind of him... like, oh fuck, this happened in my hospital. Hey, there's a hot chick. All right, fuck my kids, fuck my ex-wife. Let's go travel here to this small town.
Just fucking on the phone tells his wife, "I'm leaving for a couple days with a hot chick. Anyways, see ya,
and a
bitch."
6-pack of beer.
Fucking hangs up, grabs the beer, and just runs to the fucking car. To be fair, in every single horror movie, there's like dad of the year material and fucking boyfriend of the year material. This is not that crazy. So, okay, you didn't like the masks. So let's put that aside. If it wasn't masks, would you prefer it?
I still want to unpack Goosebumps because I didn't know if he's like literally like I got goosebumps.
No, it was the books. I was talking about the books. R.L. Stine's The Goosebumps, the mask story.
If anything, it's more close. It's closer to.
Well, that was the mask that made you evil, or the mask that made you old.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that. If anything, it's closer to Fear Street because Fear Street had sex in it.
Did it?
I think so. It was like
it was Netflix more for, might have.
No, even Fear Street, because Fear Street was basically it was like YA teenage Goosebumps.
Because I read some of them like as a kid.
I can't remember though.
And I remember like they would say hell and damn sometimes.
Whoa.
Or like sometimes someone would smoke, but it wasn't like they didn't go hard.
I remember them being harder than that.
They might have.
Honestly, I'm maybe super goddamn wrong. It's been a while. I have not read a Goosebump or a
group of adults unfamiliar with how hardcore Fear Street was. Fine. It's fine.
Group of
maybe it went hard. Maybe it didn't.
Confused by R.L. Stine, the R.S. Stine verse.
I mean, he's kind of like Stephen King, except he'd be like every week, just what if a praying mantis could control your thoughts? And then he writes it down, and that's it. Writes for the weekend.
That's
just
the
hums
book.
dun 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 dun.
And there'll be a creepy character who's really a red herring and will help you because my books mean always trust the creepy guy in real life.
Hey, I love the one book where I think it's the camp book.
Yeah,
where it's like not on Earth. Actually,
welcome to Camp Nightmare.
Yeah, welcome to Camp Nightmare.
Where it just turns out we're training to be humans.
Yeah.
They're like baiting with like this werewolf beast, and it's like there was no werewolf. We're aliens and we're practicing to be on Earth.
Don't talk to me until you've read Monster Blood 4.
It's so funny to me hearing people talk about hearing people talk about Goosebumps because we had a French Canadian version of R.L. Stine.
Really?
Oh, I remember. Okay, I remember. It was called Pas Par, which is basically like it's like a name. It's a wordplay for a passport, except it was like fear port, like fear passport. And listen, I just want you guys to see one of the cover art, because holy shit, the art for these was insane.
Oh my
dude,
God.
scared the shit out of me as a kid.
Oh wow, yeah.
Yeah, those were fucking awesome. But the thing is, those books were like
It's
horror
interesting.
books.
It's like the same color.
Yeah, those horror books were written for kids still, but
Yeah.
they were like also like games. So you would like read through them, and they were like choose your own adventure horror books.
Oh, Goosebump. R.L. Stine did that later. There were the
Oh, he stole it
Goosebumps,
from
Choose Your Own.
it from Richard Petit.
He might have.
French Canadian Richard Petit.
I don't know who did it first, but he did make some, because I had one about a where it's your birthday party. Oh, Brendan, you'd hate this one. It's your birthday party, and a clown comes to visit you. And like one of the options was you have like a paintball gun fight, but he like his is like filled with acid or some shit. like it's like, do you want to eat cake or do party games? All the party games were fucked up. Man, those are great.
Man,
I had no idea. This is weird because Canada also like made the Goosebumps show, and they made Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Which
Because
is
it's like-
running right now again.
I wonder if
Yeah.
those were part of like the same production companies or something.
Oh,
because like
they might be, but there's so much crossover cast between the shows. Like if you watch Are You Afraid of the Dark and then watch Goosebumps, like
were they like
they'll have, or you'll see like the same actors for bit parts, or they'll use like the same
oh,
sets.
gotcha.
You'll see Canadian up and coming actors in both shows. Like Ryan Gosling is in one of the ones. He's in a Goosebumps one. I think the one with the camera that causes death, but I might be wrong. Say cheese and die. But then he's also in like a Are You Afraid of the Dark episode about a radio station that calls souls to the dead that Gilbert fucking Gottfried works at. And he's like, and Ryan Gosling's just trying to fix up this fucking car. It's a hearse. And he hears the spooky radio station. We're so off track anyway.
Dude,
Canada.
one thing about fucking Passpar that always I had one called The Treasure of the Tarant Killers. Le Trésor des Tarentueurs, which is like wordplay again on killer tarantulas. And in the middle of the book, I sealed 2 pages shut because I was so scared. Because
Oh my god.
for some fucking reason, he would copy a lot of like popular horror movies at the time in his illustrations for these books.
Oh, they were illustrated too.
Oh no,
Like
they were.
inside.
Everything was fully illustrated. They weren't like.
Oh, holy shit.
No, these are fucking. They're really cool.
Oh,
they're
like graphic novels.
They're like
or
graphic novels. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
But
Goosebumps didn't have that budget.
But I was so scared of specific pages that I sealed them because one of the pages had Boomer Darth Maul from Insidious.
From Insidious.
And I was so fucking scared, dude. So I just fucking taped it shut because I was too fucking scared. It's so weird,
Fucking
dude. I'm gonna put a picture of it because I still have these books. I'll just get rid
make
of
that the thumbnail for Halloween 3.
We've talked more about Boomer Dart Mall fucking the French Canadian Goosebumps than we have fucking Tom Atkins Stonehenge Adventures. Okay, so we talked about the masks. What about Stonehenge? What about the
Do
Stonehenge
you like Stonehenge?
subplot? What do you think about that?
I fucking rock.
It is a rock.
How the fuck did they put the rock in the computer?
The compute. So
They mined it for
they mined it for
parts.
Bitcoin, and then they put the coin inside the masks, and then the because Samhain, the festival of Halloween, Samhain, it's when the veil of darkness and light is at its thinnest, which lets Stonehenge do some evil bug magic.
Mm-hmm.
It lets that one guy turn into a rock monster.
Well, you know from Minecraft, sand becomes glass. And that's like silicon.
Oh,
So
now
it's
see, now I
Stonehenge
like the movie
silicon,
because
but
now
there's
you
a
said
confusion.
now you said that they were just trying to make a nether portal. I get it.
Yeah, they were just trying to make a nether portal to go get the Ender Dragon, you fucking asshole.
Yeah, they wanted the Ender Dragon egg. I didn't even
It
realize
was a misfire.
they were They were trying to harvest fleshwort. Tom Atkins was like, no, he's going to PK in the server.
Fucking PK in the server.
So fucking dizzy hearing Minecraft.
I think the Stonehenge stuff was my favorite part because it was so fucking stupid, and it was they showed it right away, like on the TV where it's like Stonehenge is missing, and I'm like, how the fuck are they gonna play this into this movie? Like I was waiting for it, and I fucking cheered in my heart when I saw the rock.
You don't seem that happy about it.
You cheered for Stonehenge, but then you're
then they explained what they were doing with it, and I was like, oh, because I don't know, I thought maybe like. Part of me is like, okay, what'd they do? Do they like free some fucking entity? Were there secret were there secret runes on Stonehenge on the inside? Like,
genuinely curious. Did the child killing actually bother you?
The bugs did, yeah, absolutely. I looked away.
The bugs or the child killing?
The
like,
bugs.
Are you okay with?
I don't care.
Fuck them kids, but no bugs.
No, yeah, no. I could handle the bugs. What was the other one we watched?
What about the snakes?
Yeah, what about the
snakes?
Snakes don't bug me. I looked back when I saw the snakes because I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Those are just guys. Put a little hat on them.
I'm not afraid of snakes. I just don't like being surprised by snakes.
So what does that mean? What do you mean surprised by snakes? How often does it happen?
Well, we have lots of copperheads around here, and they're very venomous.
Oh.
The issue is their defense mechanism is that they try to remain incredibly still so predators don't see them. So what happens is,
God, copperheads are huge.
Yeah. But the issue is if you don't get if you're close to them, they won't like move away like another snake might. They'll just sit there completely still until you get too close, and then they'll strike you. So like I'll be walking, walking, go, oh fuck, like there's a copperhead right there.
That's freaky. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
I get the same thing except instead of snakes, it's skunks. I swear to God, I keep getting fucking jump scared by skunks. I go on walks at night, I listen to an audiobook, and then I just randomly bump into a skunk like right next to me, and I'm always fucking so scared.
I mean, that's fair because it's like, oh my God, like,
dude,
this thing
if it decides
me, my week is ruined.
It's got long range. I can't fucking take listen. I can take a horse, but I can't. Maybe I can take a geese. No, you just gotta get Wait, okay. We're on this now.
We're on fighting them.
No, we're talking. Hey, welcome to Pondering. We're going to talk about what animals we can fight.
Listen,
I can fight Tom Atkins.
I can 100% fight a horse. I made a diagram. I made a diagram a while back about where to hit a horse. No.
I'll tell you how accurate it is.
Keep talking about this stupid fucking movie that you hate, okay? Let me fight a horse.
You didn't like they made Stonehenge in the computer. You didn't like when they downloaded Stonehenge.
It's just fucking something about like using the witchcraft with the electronics. Oh my God, I think Bubby sees the cat again. Also, during this entire like watching the movie, there was a cat outside, and it keeps coming back to my window, and my cat keeps trying to get at it. So I've been having a time with this movie.
Okay,
Bubby.
Oh my God. Okay, I have it. Fuck
your the horse fighting diagram.
Fuck your movie. Me. Okay, so I'll post these. I'll post these on the video. This is the horse diagram I have. So there are two blind spots on a horse because it has monocular vision and binocular vision.
Oh my God, you really did.
So on the front of the horse, it sees it like a decent like 45 degree angle. But then
this is all correct so far.
Next to its muzzle, it has a blind spot, right?
Yeah, you have to be super close, and that's only if it's facing like dead ahead. But yeah,
well, I'm aiming on dead ahead. That's what I'm aiming on. You can wait for the horse. You can be patient with a horse when you're fighting it. You know, if it's not aggressive.
When they start fighting, they move so fucking fast.
Listen to me. The fight doesn't start until I throw a punch. Okay.
Is this like when Ed thought that a gorilla could take a bear because it would like circle straight?
Oh my God! We're not going to start the David versus horse debate.
I will win against the horse because on the back.
No, you're dead.
Here's the problem.
Okay.
Here's the problem with the back. No. Here's the problem with the other blind spot. The other blind spot is on the back. That's how they get you. That's a weak point, but that's how they get you.
No,
if you get
that is the business end of a horse. That's where it kills you.
That's where it's going to kill you. So never get there. If you're always on that spot between the binocular and the monocular vision, you're always going to be safe because it can't do anything. Even if
But
it's
You
it can
also
turn its
forget
head.
And here's the
that
thing,
eyes
wait.
move and it can turn its head.
not if I fucking punch it in its jaw.
David's like, yeah, I could beat a horse if you duct taped it to the
Here's the
ceiling.
thing.
Then I'd punch the shit out of it. It's
Here's the
blind
thing.
spot.
Here's the thing. What's right under the blind spot at the front on a
It doesn't
45
matter. It's
degree
going to be
angle?
implying you're implying that you're
No.
implying that you're going to be no.
Brendan,
Here's the thing.
Brendan,
you're implying that the horse is
Brendan.
going to be stationary.
Yeah, it will not. It's not going to be stationary.
It's the
they move so fucking
talons.
fast. They pivot.
That's the weak point.
You're not going to be able to get there because the horse is
No, that's the
one
weak
faster
point.
than you.
You're
Two,
not
the
getting
horse
there.
has more
I have
movement
knees.
tech than you. David.
I have knees.
No, the
I'm
horse
right
has
there with
better
the fucking
movement
horse.
tech.
How
the fuck is a mid-20s podcaster going to beat a horse?
I
You're
know
not
where
winning.
this-
You're not winning against the horse.
I have the horse has raw stupid
What are you gonna
strength.
be on,
You know what
fucking
I have?
moon shoes? Are you gonna jump above the horse?
I have human knowledge and science on my side. What does the horse have?
This is Ed. This is Ed when he thought the
It
gorilla
has
could
a-
take the bear
you
because
know
it
what?
could do
Okay.
mind games.
It has so many blind. Wait, let me put up my other diagram with other
No,
more
you don't
weak
need
spots.
another diagram.
There are so many weak spots on a horse. You just have to know where to hit.
Okay, you can fucking put this in the podcast. You can put this in the main video. Look at this clip.
What?
These are horses just fighting for territory. Look how fucking fast they start moving. See how they swing their heads like that? And that's not like a real fight over a mare or something. That's just them being fucking dicks to each other.
Yeah, but
Look how quick they can move.
That's because they're fucking. They don't know how quick I am.
Yeah, okay, you're not quick. I saw you fucking I saw you the last time I saw you at the fucking
I'm nimble
the
now.
Naked Brothers Band concert. What is it called?
Big Time Rush. First off,
Yeah,
The Big Time Rush concert, you would not David,
Brendan.
if somebody said you were going to be fighting a horse, 5 seconds later you're going to be like, what was I doing here?
No,
I'm
no,
gonna
no,
walk
no,
over
no,
here
no,
and
no.
get like a soda.
I know where to hit. The tendon.
It doesn't matter if you know where to hit. David,
tendons.
have you ever thrown it? David, when's the last time
I'm
you threw a
amazed
punch in your
how-
life?
I'm amazed how many charts you have for this horse.
David, when's the last time you ever
Even
threw a punch in your
The
life?
tendon.
Not in a video game.
The tendon. You hit the tendon. What is it's gonna
David.
fall off. You know how goats how goats and deer sit?
Yes.
They can't do that. The horse won't be able to do
David,
that.
if
It'll
it was
fall
a
down.
sick and weak horse, I still wouldn't bet on you. I would
Horses
still
can sit
bet on
like
the sick
dogs.
horse.
There. If you take a look at the top right of the diagram where it
don't
shows
want
the
this
bone,
fucking
where it
presentation.
shows
No.
the boo, Brendan.
But see, you're
bone.
so flustered that you called me boo. You're wrong and you know it.
Look at where the bones
I'm
are
implying
Yeah,
in
that
the
the
body.
horse's head.
I see the bone.
The genital
I'm
slash
looking at
stomach
the
area
bones.
is a weak spot, but it's too dangerous because it's too close to the hooves at the back. But on the front, the jugular. That's a weak
Are you
spot
implying
that
that
I
you're
could
going
hit.
to are you going to have a weapon?
No,
yeah.
these fucking guns.
Yeah,
A
see,
horse's
okay.
neck
I'm
is
pointing
so
at my
fucking thick,
at
dude.
my tiny fucking arms.
One.
It also has a
have you-
head there that's trying to bite you.
It's
their necks are so fucking thick.
They're so fucking fast. Have you ever seen a horse eat a baby chick? Because I have.
Yes.
I'm
David,
not
they
that
will
small.
eat meat if they need to. Horses will they do not keep chickens near horses and farms because they'll go, oh, if it's too small and a horse sees easy meat, it could just scoop up. It'll go and just eat it. You hear the bones crunch.
That's-
Oh God.
The horses bite. One, the horse is fast. Two, you're implying right now that the horse has no vertical tech. So it has no tech in its neck
well,
that allows
you're
it to move
inventing-
its
you're
head
inventing shit.
down and
You're
up
inventing
and left
shit.
and
No,
right.
fucking
No,
tech.
you
Horse-
are.
horse
You're
tech
implying
is
that you're going to be able to
established.
strike the jugular, but you're forgetting that the horse has vertical movement tech.
Dude, a horse has 4 fucking feet, has so much frame advantage.
Cameron just messaged us. Y'all recording or just chilling?
This is about Halloween 3.
He's just looking at the fucking
I was
diagrams
posting
of how
horse
I take
diagrams.
Okay, fine. Maybe I was a bit overzealous with the horse. Okay, I'll
If
admit.
the horse
I
had
don't, think
a
you could
fly
beat,
hood.
I don't even think you could beat a miniature pony.
I'll beat. No.
They
Like,
are
have
pretty
you-
fluffy.
I usually listen, Brendan. Usually, I'd say you're right. But have you seen the research
Pony
I've
is
done?
questionable.
Have you seen the
Yeah.
research I've done?
Yeah, but have you done research
I think
on
David might be
miniature
able to get a
ponies?
pony.
Miniature ponies are just
Oh, miniature pony, he'd get that. Yeah,
They're the
those are very
same.
tiny.
they're the same. I guess it has a. Oh god, I guess you're right because the monocular vision is going to be a bit bigger, so the blind spot is not the same.
Well, I mean, the blind spot really does not matter much in the front. The reason their kick in the back is so powerful is because they know they can't see back there, which is how people get fucking wrecked by horses all the time.
I could dodge.
They hear something, get spooked, and so they instinctively just kick out as hard as they can. So go, oh, that's where something might get me.
So why?
David,
I've
watched you play Dark Souls. I know you're not going to be able to dodge a horse's
But
kick.
you've never seen me play Bayonetta.
But if the horse had a fly hood on it with a silver shamrock chip, would bugs or snakes come out?
I'm gonna use my Stonehenge energy and fucking
Me filled with violently Caucasian energy from Stonehenge.
Well, my horse converted to Christianity and doesn't believe in witchcraft, so that's a shield.
Another thing the horse doesn't have on me. I have a witchcraft book. I can fucking curse it.
Can't fucking read. It doesn't care.
Yeah, a horse doesn't, but you can't curse a witch. They don't believe. They can't read.
They can't read.
That horse doesn't care.
You can't curse somebody if they can't read.
Yeah.
It's literally one of the rules of witchcraft.
That's not real.
Mm-hmm. No, that's real.
Why do you think peasants never fell for it?
Then why are those kids dying then? They don't know how to read.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they go to school. Mm-hmm. If you put that hood on a baby or a caveman,
that's why peasants go. That's why peasants go like, oh, she's a witch, because she can't curse them because they can't read. But like, the Duke has fallen ill. It must be a witch because he can read. That's how it's
literally one of the core tenets of witchcraft. Yeah. And the other core tenet is you can't be cursed by a witch if you're already cursed by a witch.
Mm-hmm.
It's one witch per person.
Give me a sec.
Yeah, that's how witchcraft fucking works. It's based on literacy.
I can't find anything on this.
That's because you haven't met a witch.
Also, why would a witch post anything about?
Somebody once
it doesn't matter.
There was once a commenter that we got that talked about being a witch. So if you're that witch that talked to us, confirm what they're saying, because I don't believe it.
Do you think witchcraft are only going to put out, by the way, like if you can't read, then
also
we can get you?
Was the girl a robot the whole time?
No.
Well,
she was only a robot at the end because no, because they capture her, but then when he quote unquote rescues her, she doesn't say a word because
that's true.
All the robots are mute.
Oh, they do stop talking.
They never say anything. So when he rescues her, she follows along with him, but she never says anything. So she's probably still somewhere in the Silver Shamrock facility.
Well, dead now.
Yeah. Well,
because it blew up.
It did blew up. Well, it didn't.
Maybe she got turned into like glue, like the main guy, like the bad guy.
It didn't really blued up though.
Part of it did. She might have survived, but it doesn't matter.
Also, I liked one effect in this movie.
What? No way.
Which one was it?
Where they pulled the head off.
What?
Oh, the when the androids pulled the head off?
Yeah.
Not like when he batted her head off and the wires came out and the coleslaw and went.
No, it was like I was watching when they fought Charlie the Robot and Scooby Doo.
I'm so surprised that you don't like any of the other effects.
I did.
That's one of
bugs.
the best things about this movie. I really.
The accidental discharge scene is fucking wild because it's
I forgot. You know what? I like put that in the back of my head. That one's cool too.
It's weird and unsettling because whenever you like show Halloween 3 to somebody for the first time, they're always like, "What the fuck is this?" Because it's super fucking gory in like a weird way,
super out of nowhere.
Yeah, like the way the lips are cracked apart, like the eyeballs bugging out, and then the bug crawls out, and the lady whose face melts off is Tom Atkins' actual wife.
Yeah.
Well, he's with a 30 years younger actress in the other room.
I think it was like one of her first roles, and it was also allegedly one of the first scenes that they filmed for the entire movie was the sex scene. I think they did that to make sure that Tom Atkins and the other actress had chemistry.
That's really just going to the deep end on that one.
Do you think they did that with, what was that one movie we watched with the chimpanzee?
Phenomena? Like, do you
think they did that with the chimpanzee and the lady in Phenomena? Like they filmed those scenes first to see how their chemistry was?
If they did,
they lock them in a room.
If they did, we wouldn't have the problems with
oh, true, yeah.
You know,
they didn't have the chimpanzee running away.
This movie needed a chimpanzee. I'm just gonna say it.
I agree.
This movie needed a chimpanzee 100%.
Every movie needs a chimpanzee, like every video game.
No, there are movies in which a chimpanzee could damage the movie.
What?
Like
Dunstan checks in.
Oh, fuck off.
Such bad.
Having a great villain for Dunstan. Chimpanzee would be too much.
No, not extra. That's the antagonist. Like the bad guy, isn't it? Not Tim Curry. Who's the bad guy in fucking Dunstan Checks In? With like, he has like the evil. He's the evil Dunstan owner. It's the evil man who hurts Dunstan and hits him with the cane.
Oh yeah,
and carries
Jason
him around the box.
Alexander.
Yeah, Jason Alexander.
Jason
My
He could
other
be like-
movie that would be ruined by Chimpanzee, Passion of the Christ.
Well, sure, but no. I'll disagree on that one in a second.
Dude, first off, Passion of the Christ is a horror movie. Second off, that would fuck so hard.
But like Jason Alexander could go, like, Dunstan, you failed me for the last time. It looks like Winston will have to do the work now. And then he opens the second box.
So long.
And he opens the box.
And there's
then
another
the chimpanzee
monkey,
comes out.
and it's Winston.
Yeah, it's a villain monkey.
It's Winston Overwatch, the evil.
It's a
I'm
villain
going to
ape.
find a movie
and their
that would be
brothers.
ruined by a chimpanzee.
Since you guys know how like Sonic has Shadow and Ty has Sly, and all those like video game mascots from that era had like an evil edgy twin.
Yeah, the version.
That would be Dunstan to Winston. Winston would have like a big scar on his face, and he would smoke cigarettes.
He's getting it.
Finally, I've got one. A movie that would be ruined by a chimpanzee.
Passion of the Christ won't work either because that a chimpanzee could be part of the torture the Romans and Pharisees used against Christ.
I said it, and then I was like, that would be fun.
What did you say?
I found a movie that would be ruined by a chimpanzee, and it's Cars.
No.
Well, I guess
depends.
it would break the lore because if it's just an actual chimpanzee.
It's just an actual real live action chimpanzee wandering around.
That is
that's not.
That is pretty fucking weird. Like, it doesn't
Like,
really
what if,
ruin
it was,
it, though.
what if
It's
the
just strange.
chimpanzee was driving Doc Hudson, and when Doc Hudson dies, he gets out of the car?
I don't know if that ruins the movie. It adds questions to the movie. But it's salvageable.
I think I've moved to Team Chimpanzees can enhance any movie.
You know what movie would be ruined with a chimpanzee?
Sure.
Nope, 2022.
Shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up.
We should have done a thing on Nope, that we could talk about the chimpanzee and how real it is.
Dude,
We should only do horror movies or scary movies with monkeys from now on.
There's not that many.
Pondering simian tapes. Fuck you.
Oh, we could watch Brain Dead. That's got a fucking monkey in that. I love the monkey in Brain Dead.
We're finally doing it. Pondering simian tapes. The ape channel is real.
Oh, the gorilla channel could be real.
We could be
Just call it the gorilla.
If you dream it, you can make it. That's what Walt Disney said.
Think it, dream it, do it. It's a quote from Walt Disney.
Oh my fucking god, dude.
Fuck. Also, another thing I didn't like about this movie was the doctor back at that he kept calling.
Oh yeah.
Where none of that
Where's
panned out in any way.
No, she died.
Well,
yeah,
except for the fact that she died.
It's supposed to establish that he won't be able to save his kids because he's always calling her up and she's like,
No,
"Shut
not
the fuck up. Where are you?"
Not the wife, the doctor that he's calling.
That's
examining the
yeah.
remains.
Yeah, the remains of the car explosion.
She's literally just there
point.
to lead into them being robots.
Well, that is a good point because he does. Her only thing is saying oh, we just found car parts, and then you see all the parts on the table, which is oh, they're robots, but we already knew they're robots.
Yeah,
I agree. It could have been good if she called him up and dropped a hint hey, we did inventory and there's parts that weren't part of the car here or something like that.
Yeah,
she
because
doesn't really
otherwise
do much.
she doesn't say that. She just says, I can't find human remains. That's it. I can't find
she
bone.
says nothing but car parts.
Would bone not burn in a car fire?
No, it would. It would, but you would find fragments.
You would find fragments. Okay.
Bones can crack and melt under heat, but it's pretty intense heat to fucking melt them, but yeah, they would find something.
I feel like she existed for a red herring to make you think that somebody was there tampering with the hospital stuff.
Maybe. Because
that's what I felt like. She mentions it. She mentions it twice during one of the scenes where she's like, somebody must be tampering with this stuff.
That is such a reach.
The thing is, that's possible, but I've shown Halloween 3 to a few people and no one's ever thought of that.
This entire movie's a reach, so I mean, anything's possible.
Yeah. Honestly, before Brendan brought it up, I forgot that it's called Season of the Witch. I forget that constantly.
In my head, it's just Halloween 3.
Because when you do think of witch, you think of either Blair Witch or something there's gonna be out in the woods.
I think of the witch's ghost. I think of the witch's ghost. I in my head, that's my first thought when I think of witches is witch's ghost, Scooby-Doo and the witch's ghost.
Yeah,
I think fuck you. Sorry, Scooby-Doo is always in my head at all times.
I like Zombie. We should do one on Zombie Island.
I would love that.
I would fucking cream for Zombie Island so I can bitch about Return to Zombie Island.
What?
Oh,
there's a remake.
I
They
heard
made
something about
a
Return to Zombie
sequel
Island.
where they made it all fake. They retconned everything into actually they weren't real monsters in Return to Zombie Island.
No, that's not real. I don't believe it.
Yeah, you don't have to.
It's fucking
This
terror
company's
time,
fucking
buddy.
shit.
Terror time.
Oh, I thought you said it's Terry time, and I was like, "Fuck yeah, it's Terry time."
No, it's Terror Time by Sky Cycle.
I know because
Studio
it's terror time again.
What a banger.
That was the movie that made me learn to be afraid of furries. Because when fucking Jim Cummings, the boatman, turns into the big Thundercat, I nearly shit. Like, oh, thank God, Scooby and Shaggy are safe. You're welcome, boys.
Welcome to the bayou, boy.
It must be hard being you when we're friends.
I've had to learn to overcome a lot to be here. I realize most of them aren't going to turn into creatures like that. At least not in the way
not in
Zombie
that way,
Island taught me.
They're instead of becoming monsters, they become sex pests. Another type of monster.
But like, you didn't like when they ripped her head off and like the arm went for all the jump scares with the robot body parts.
No, because it was so fucking silly. I was just like,
tone?
oh.
Well,
Yeah.
that's the reason why I like it so much, because it's so silly and campy.
I just kept getting tonally confused, and I already, of course,
That
don't
is
like
fair.
horror movies that much to begin with. Like, I'm trying to like them more. I have been trying to like them more and appreciate them more, but just something about the tonal whiplash of the whole movie kept like hitting me in the face, and I just was like, I would have loved it if it played it straight one way or the other, I feel like, but it couldn't pick a fucking lane, and I hate sometimes when movies can't decide on what kind of direction that they're going with it. And I know that a lot of the goofiness is unintentionally goofy, because they played it straight for a lot of the time as well.
movie is
Some is definitely
played
goofy,
very
but
straight.
it is also hard to tell with John Carpenter because his stuff can be very like it's filmed like so. It can be filmed in such a way that's like so grounded.
It's so
like
earnest.
I don't know if you've seen They Live with Roddy
Yeah.
Piper.
Well,
Oh, he
yeah,
is
it's a wrestler.
definitely-
You know, I've seen They
He's
Live.
definitely seen that movie.
I was like, maybe he has. But it's like you see that and it's like, oh, there's aliens, and then let's stop for like this 15-minute fight scene. that
I
goes on
came
and on
here
and
to
on.
kick ass and chew bubble gum, and I'm all out of bubble gum.
Duke may have stolen the line, but he did deliver it way better.
I feel like it's weird because it was written originally by John Carpenter. So maybe all of the campy, weird, funny stuff that he wrote got lost in translation as the new versions of
adapted
the
it.
script kept coming, until they got a new director, and maybe Tommy Lee Wallace wasn't the best person to like get the humor, if that makes any sense. So I can definitely see that, because Tommy Lee Wallace only did the It miniseries apart from this. So
Maybe. But I
don't
do
know.
like when you watch horror stuff when you're new to it, like Brendan is, it is like so hard to tell, like, because they'll bounce between being scary and silly fairly fucking often.
Yeah,
But it's like when you go in expecting like, oh, this will be scary, and then weird shit starts happening like that.
I
It's like,
feel like a part of it too is first impressions. I hated it, but I know that I can probably grow to like the movie. If I saw it again, I'd probably like it more, because I do also feel like me hating this movie might also
You
be
weren't-
just a knee-jerk reaction to me hating bugs.
yeah.
I mean, that's
I
fair.
can see that.
And there were many bugs.
There were so many fucking bugs. I literally turned away from the screen like a mother at like an air show accident.
An air show accident.
I couldn't think of anything
An
else. I was like,
air
avert your
show
eyes, kids.
accident. That's so specific and weird.
I was like, avert your eyes, kids. Avert your eyes. Or like a car accident. I mean, NASCAR.
It's probably more common than an air show accident.
Yeah, true.
NASCAR, probably.
I don't know. I think I just didn't absorb a lot of it. Plus, like, part of the movie, I was trying to wrangle a cat, so that might also have been part of it.
You for to be fair, during
were
the
trying to catch a cat.
commentary track, you were just off running after your fucking cat.
Yeah,
I'm imagining a fucking Rotten Tomatoes score that's like mentioning that like disclosure. I was trying to catch a cat while watching this movie.
Well, I mean, before the recording, during the break, I ran out to try to get it, and I
Yeah.
almost lost my cat. She learned how to open up the fucking door.
You're so
man.
fucked now.
Yeah.
You're so fucked,
Life changes when the cat learns how to open up doors.
dude. I honestly, yeah. My cat learned how to open doors, and it's been a fucking nightmare.
I will say, y'all both said that earworm would stick in my head, and usually earworms do. I can't even remember what it was.
Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
You don't
Halloween,
remember?
Happy Halloween. Silver Shamrock.
That has
Didn't absorb it.
That's been stuck in my head for eons. I watched it the first time, and that's been just stuck in my head forever. So I don't know how you weren't. How much of the movie did you see, like percentage wise?
85%. 85 to 90%.
85. You lost a good 15%.
No, he saw most of it.
I mean, 15%. Yeah, but 15%
This is a nightmare.
I watched most of it. I mean, like 90, I would say 85 to 90% of it. And like, I was distracted by the cat outside for the other 10 to 15%.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I feel like you missed a lot of Halloween songs.
But I mean, he can.
No, I heard them all. I kept my headphones on the whole time.
Oh, no, because
You were
there was the
chasing
one where
a cat
the.
while listening to Halloween 3.
Well, there was the one where the stream lagged out a bit during one of the songs because his kids watch it.
Yeah.
There's a scene where his kids are watching it,
And then he
and his
calls
wife's
them
like,
out.
"Turn that shit down!"
Turn that
and
shit
they turn it down, but it
Yeah.
keeps playing. It also shows, oh, it's popular. All the kids want to go to the big giveaway, which I don't think they ever say what like the prize is.
It's a giveaway.
It's just the big giveaway.
Yeah, it's just a giveaway.
Well, then, like they never established what do they mean by giveaway? Like, what kind of like did they get the kids information when they bought the masks? I mean, come on, ding.
It must be something like that.
Ding. If you start your fucking CinemaSins counter on this movie, it's gonna make 0 sense. And there's like the biggest plot hole of all time is in this movie.
CinemaSins got like a
The plot hole
buster.
is that East Coast kids would die before the Pacific.
Because time zones, yeah.
It makes
It was something central. It's fine.
Yeah.
They adjust the time in the areas.
It makes
Anyone who
sense.
watches Halloween 3 and dings is someone who like
is
should just be
so
put on the
fucking
little,
boring.
put on the little iceberg and pushed offshore.
A little
like-
iceberg.
Yeah, you know, it's like, oh, we're migrating and you're not going to make it. We're going to have to put you on the ice float and let you out to sea. Who fucking dings for Halloween 3?
Even while they were making that movie, Halloween 3, they already knew about it. Like in every interview I saw of Halloween 3, they were all like, yeah, well, I guess it wouldn't work with time zones, but just don't pay attention to that. It's like, they knew.
Suspension of disbelief.
Yeah.
Oh, really? I just figured it was, like, you know, it'll be at 9. It's 9, but it'll just be
No,
at time
it literally,
zones.
there are time zones. It's just that they
like it'll be
fucked up.
adjusted.
They forgot time zones were a thing.
You're right, Brendan. It is a ding.
Yeah. I think one of the other things that like my brain processed was when he went and like set up the trap for when he dropped all the pogs on the lab coat gentleman. He went up to one of the consoles and just started like flicking all the buttons.
Yeah.
I think my biggest problem with that is the like fucking idea that these guys are scientists and they don't know what fucking console controls the shit in their own lab, so nobody walked up to it and just started. No, even like panicked like fucking with that console. Nobody touched that fucking console. Not even like a panicked way.
Maybe they were also robots.
No, because
and they didn't know what to do when it broke the routine.
The lab scientists actually talk. So
they're
not,
like, sir.
They were like,
sir,
too
we don't know what
spooked.
to do.
Sir, what do we do?
Sir, it's me,
and
Will
then Colonel
Forte.
Cochran just didn't say anything and just looked at them and then turned into Colgate.
Oh,
He clapped.
Oh, right,
He's
he
like,
clapped.
well played.
I fucking love that clap
He did a
though.
little clap.
Sir,
I
when
love
the
that.
internet
Here's
today.
your Reddit gold
Golf
kind
clap.
stranger.
Yeah.
He didn't. That's not the fucking face he made.
I wish he had a fucking stereotypical like big guy hat, so we just tipped it instead of clapping like whoo.
So he could say 1,000 internets to you.
1,000 internets to you, milady.
You've won the internet today, sir.
The robots on the stairs?
Yeah.
Oh, you mean the ones
So
that
if
they didn't have pogs on them, but they got short-circuited by the pogs. For people who are
but, like,
listening
if
without listening to the commentary tracks, the pogs, he's talking about the little pucks that they put in the back of the mask.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
silver
Yeah,
shamrock.
my sobriety tokens.
Yeah.
I haven't worn a Halloween mask in 1 year. Finally, my 1 year token. Yeah, I saw those robots like kind of die, and then I was wondering like after she goes bananas bungos on him as a robot, I was wondering like why the fuck did those robots shut down if that was the robot control center? And then, like, why the fuck she didn't shut down with them? I was like, what?
No, they work independently with the clockwork shit. They're not like battle droids where they're like.
Well, the clockwork shit was more so established as like the old lady model.
Well, the base.
Whereas like he pulls actual wires and circuitry out of that one dude when he kills the robot.
Yeah.
So I'd presumed that like that was the hive and they destroyed the hive.
You become yoke.
Well, I just meant that I thought they were like physically powered themselves and they weren't like controlled by anything in particular besides the boss coming up and saying, do this.
Well, then why did ones on the stairs die?
Short
The power of Stonehenge made a big field of magic energy or electricity. And
But if you look at the vertical to the horizontal,
it was so magical.
It would have affected the main character too, technically. If you look at the vertical to the horizontal,
he got away.
But he was
they ran away.
And he
and Tom,
I think I'm thinking too hard. I need to think less hard.
You're being a real cinema sins about this right now, dude. You're really dinging me right now.
It's my problem for thinking of the logic in the moment. Like
there's no logic. Why would Stonehenge be magic? You could literally keep talking about. You could keep taking this movie apart forever.
They stole Stonehenge.
They never.
They stole.
They just say you wouldn't believe.
They did explain it. You wouldn't believe how they did it.
Stonehenge. We had a time getting it here. You wouldn't believe how we did it.
5 helicopters. No, 6 helicopters.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I didn't attach myself to this movie at all, and I was immersed for a little while during the beginning, like the first 20 minutes, and then kind of Tony Atkins, bumbling around.
Tony Atkins?
Tom Atkins,
I would agree
sorry.
I would agree about not attaching yourself to it, because even the first time I saw it, because he is just like...
He's distant.
He's Dr. Man,
too.
And he's just being kind of an asshole. It's like, you're just kind of watching how things play out. And so it's like, I get that, not being too
It's a watch things happen movie.
Since it is...
Yeah.
It's, oh no, look, he's going to make the entire... Everyone will be bugs. And then the bugs and snakes will bite everybody and kill them.
And he just wants to kill them because
Halloween is shit now.
For babies now. They all dress in princess costumes when they should be killing each other or something. I don't know.
Back in my day, the hills ran red with blood.
I want to be pumpkin. I want to be skeleton. I want to be witch. I want to be Elsa from hit Disney movie Frozen. No, you're going to be witch.
You're going to be witch with Elsa.
You will be skeleton. Skeleton, witch, or pumpkin.
Every single kid in America wearing one of those 3 masks. The most successful company
they do glow in the dark.
In all of America, beyond Elon Musk, beyond Jeff Bezos, and all they had to do was sell one of 3 masks.
I mean, can you imagine the markup on it?
What is
the skeletonized remains?
They were saying that apparently they were expensive masks, because that's one of the reasons why at the start of the movie, Tom Atkins got his kids like shitty masks, and they were like, "No, we want the masks from the TV,
Silver Shamrock."
And then those masks are like, he was like, "What? Those are expensive." I don't know.
The skeleton.
Expensive for him, but for the quality made by robot labor that you don't have to
not
pay.
Not even robot labor, like
healthcare,
you see them made by hand. You do see them made by hand.
But the final processing is robots.
The final processing is adding
robots from the latex factory.
A piece of the rock from Stonehenge.
All I can think of is that the skeletonized remains of little Buddy will forever be in the Silver Shamrock factory.
I mean, they all will, because everybody died and nobody's gonna go there.
The fucking kid's name is just Little Buddy.
Yeah. Because
the adult's name Buddy, so he's unnamed and he's Little Buddy.
Apparently, they shot more than one ending for this movie. And they decided to go with the non-ending.
Turn it off. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
Turn it off.
Stop it.
I mean, if it did just turn off, that'd be kind of anticlimactic.
Yeah. So nothing. The ending just there's no ending really.
What is the other ending?
The other endings, I think they filmed an ending where it didn't work, and they filmed one where it worked. I guess I don't know. They didn't really.
Oh, so they
didn't
like,
really.
Everyone dies.
They didn't really talk about it. They were just like.
Let's probably just have options.
They were just saying that,
like, let's just have everyone die. Let's have them save it.
They were just saying like, oh well, we filmed more endings, but we don't remember what we filmed, and those scenes are gone forever.
enough.
So it's like, well, yeah, that happens. I guess
I would not change that
that's
ending.
I think for what it is, that's the perfect ending.
It's ambiguous. Just turn it
Don't
off.
tell me if he turned it off.
It seems kind of too late.
Oh, it was way too late.
Seems kind
it was
of too
literally
late.
while the fucking flashing lights were happening. I think we were far too late.
But yeah. But then people could go, oh, well, you know, it's not as much flashing as they had, and maybe there was time. So it gives people something to like kind of have fun little arguments about.
Except
I looked
Brendan.
up Halloween 3 fan fiction, and there is a Halloween 3, but it's fan fiction of Rob Zombie's Halloween 2.
What the
What
fuck?
the fuck?
That's so fucking whack. Why?
It's so fucking weird.
I'd rather think about David fighting a horse than Rob Zombie's Halloween.
I really don't want to think about Rob Zombie's Halloween. I hate that movie, dude.
Would you rather think about Rob Zombie's Monsters?
I've never seen it, but I want to watch it.
I know someone who has, and they made a review of it.
Brendaniel
Reed.
Reed.
At Brendaniel
Don't fucking bring
Reed.
up my handle. I'm still mad about it. David, ask me if it's art or cool.
Brendan, do you think this movie is art or cool?
No.
No, answer the fucking question.
Right.
Don't dodge.
No, I fuck this movie.
You can't do that. That's not how the format works.
I don't give a shit about I'm breaking the format.
Brandon,
I'm putting my
no.
foot down.
I guess he can abstain.
I abstain.
Art, cool, or abstain.
I abstain. Fart. This movie is fart.
That's not funny at all, man.
Put up a big graphic that says fart and then play a fart sound.
No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna add a fart right here and here and here.
Add some echo. Also add some tin to it so it sounds really metallic, like it's inside a warehouse.
Warehouse fart.
It's in the Stonehenge.
Pull up Tom Atkins.
Yeah.
Make him big and round.
No, I'm not doing that, Brendan. That's
Make
too
him
much
fat and
work.
fetid.
Stop. That's too much work. I'm not doing that.
David,
Yes.
do you think Halloween 3 is art or
I
cool?
think it's cool. I don't think it's
Why?
Why? Because I would you would not
we always
catch me
explain
dead.
this.
You would not catch me dead thinking this is art. I think this is fucking cool.
Yeah,
There's I don't think there's any stretch. You cannot fucking convince me that there's any stretch where this becomes fucking art. No way.
How could Halloween 3 become art?
Brendan, you hate this. You hate this game so much. You could possibly explain to us how it could possibly become art.
There should be a scene where the main villain, after he turns into stone, he doesn't opacity to 0. Instead of opacity to 0,
if you say he becomes big and round, I'll kill you.
I'm
I
going
have this
to
in my
shit
head.
myself if
The
you say
Stonehenge, move the
Fetid,
Stonehenge
fetid.
warehouse to the top of a very tall building, right?
Yes.
And the whole front and top of the building, the Stonehenge is centered on the above on the tower of the new warehouse, and it's struck by lightning. And after all this shit happens and everybody gets pogged, it's struck by lightning because Stonehenge isn't in the room, and then Stonehenge falls through the glass ceiling and crushes the guy to the tune of Ave Maria.
That's actually really cool.
That's actually
He made the movie cool,
then,
not really art.
and then doves come out of his body.
No, and then his blood is centered and
God, I
focused
thought we
on
were
for
done.
30 minutes, and then David Lynch electricity sounds are playing, and then small versions of him come out of the blood, and they all salute the main character, and then turn back into blood.
Okay, now it's
Now
art.
it's art.
So it's like the full, like the ring of Stonehenge falls down, like, and completes the shape again.
Yes.
You know,
And that crushes
I've
them.
been convinced.
Yeah, that's
I was
neat.
talking shit. I said you'd have to convince me. I mean, actually,
He
no,
did it.
because you did it, but the movie's not like that, so you can't convince me. Now I think about it.
Well, we asked him how would it, and he gave us hypothetical.
It would. I would think it's art then.
If it zoomed in on the radiator and then it showed a child dancing, and then the Silver Shamrock commercial played inside the radiator,
yes.
Oh my god.
it becomes art.
And then Tom
What if the main
Atkins
villain turned into a tea kettle?
Tom Atkins. Tom Atkins.
What if little pumpkins fell and the lady stepped on them?
What if when he throws the pogs and then Stonehenge uses its powers?
And the backing
It
track could be
throws
Crazy.
Tom Atkins. No, it throws Tom Atkins billions of years into the future, and then he looks
This is
at the
Samurai
earth.
Jack.
He looks at the earth, and then he becomes a fetus. And then the fetus becomes the universe.
And the entire time, Crazy Clown Time by David Lynch is playing.
Fucking Christ.
It's Crazy Clown Time! Crazy Clown Time!
I think I could have used more music from the Insane Clown Posse.
Oh my god. Imagine. That'd be so cool.
ICP presents Halloween 3.
Season of the bitch.
I've heard of a movie. There was a movie that somebody told me about where they actually, ICP actually made the music for the horror movie.
Yeah, it was on one of the Red Letter Media more recent Halloween specials. They talk about it. Yeah.
Oh,
that's probably how they found out about it.
Like one of my friends talked to me about it.
Did they make it like for the was it made like for the movie or just like it used? Oh,
it's an original ICP.
Christ.
It's an ICP original. The Juggalos rejoice. You finally got your movie.
Get the fuck out of here,
Maybe
Daft Punk Tron soundtrack. We need this Juggalo soundtrack.
Imagine if it's like if ICP is like Danny Elfman and they just make like this incredible film score.
I can't wait for the next Batman movie to have an ICP score.
It sounds like Hans Zimmer shit, but there's like really, really hard to hear inaudible whoop whoop through it. It's like the Dune stinger.
Paul Atreides drinking Faygo. Paul Atreides drinking Faygo.
Oh my god. I would love that.
I want to see Hatchet Man in a still suit.
Mandy, do you think this movie's art or cool?
Oh, it's fucking cool. Can't
fucking
like Brendan
it's
said.
Literally impossible.
How do you make it like it's art? Like the accidental discharge during Tom Atkins's purposeful discharge. What a great contrast.
I'm gonna add one last question. How would you fix their marriage?
I've got it. Make the wife an alcoholic too.
Oh, that's so simple.
Yeah, that's easy.
That's real simple.
The kids suffer, but that's easy.
That's probably true.
I mean, but I guess they're already divorced.
Yeah.
So it's not really fix the marriage.
Maybe,
how do you rekindle the love?
How do you rekindle the love between Tom Atkins and his wife? Why was the wife there? She didn't have to be there.
She was there so that he would have somebody to talk to, and it would make him more relatable to the situation for the movie because he had kids. So they needed him to not have the kids.
But he's kind of a piece of shit to his kids and his wife.
Yeah, but they had to make him kind of like care. You know how like piece of shit dads are like, I may be a shitty dad, but I still love you, son.
But I still try. And then he has a meth lab.
Hey, that's me for real, on God.
For real, on God. Do we have any final thoughts?
I want to see this movie again in like a year because I feel like honestly my feels on it will change. But fuck this movie.
I have a good idea. You rewatch the movie, I fight a horse, we come back, we talk about it.
You won't be coming back, David. I'm sorry.
I'll be replaced. I'll come back, but I'll have like a little voice box.
David's surname music.
The horse is going to become... The horse is going to be here, but not you.
The horse can talk about what happened.
The horse is here. It's a Family Guy bit. Fucking David replaced with a horse.
What the fuck?
The horse.
That's like that one time I fought a horse and he replaced me on the PST podcast.
Hey, Peter, your podcasting host has been replaced with a horse.
It's fucking Chronicles of Riddick rules. If you kill one of the podcast members, you just get to replace them.
You don't say that because people are going to be gunning for me.
The horse gets me.
Why would they gun for you? You're way
because
taller
I'm
than
the
most
easiest
people.
one to find. There are like 5 people in Iowa.
I'm the easiest one to fight.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be like if it was me, it'd be like a raid boss.
A raid boss.
Yeah, you'd have to know the special puzzle mechanics.
How many people do you think people need to take you down?
I think 50 to 75 podcasts. They're podcast
Oh my
fans.
God.
They listen to PST podcasts. They don't drink milk.
Goliath. You think you're Goliath? Ooh. Nothing's scarier than a horse, unless you're me. In that case, I'm gonna fucking beat the shit out of it. Thanks so much for listening. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Pondering Spooky Tapes. This entire channel is 90% supported by our patrons on Patreon, such as Alan Diver, Ollie Oxenfree, Ben Chrismanic, Bier, Bongo Crust, Boopaloo, Brain Sue, Butternut, Caffeine Addicted Chemist, Chris Chapman, Christian B, Cthulhu 60, Dreams of Ice, Ducky Madness, DX Studios, Eric Scott Gillies, Ethereal, Fang Jade, Generic Phoenix, Handsome Destiny, Hater 115, Inspector Seb, Inverted Van Man, It's Dogtastic, Jacob, Jeff Smith, Kaka, Kawaii Boy Toy, Leo the Geotech, Loudon Woodworth, me, Mr. Shirt, Notoriety, Samuel, Nothing Worth Mentioning, Schizolingvo, Shantanu Batia, Smaggle, Snake Asylum, Spherical Nathan, Stinger123, Teague, The Big Gay, and Winnie Rap. Thank you so much for listening and supporting the podcast, guys, and we'll see you next time.